I remember after I graduated from college, having an older relative of mine that I had great respect for ask me what I had read in the course of my education, and I felt like a well-read, educated person. So I just sat down and made a list of the works of literature I had read, and I handed it to him, and he said, "Okay, that takes care of America, what about the rest of the world?" And I realized how narrow my own education had been. Catcher in the Rye, East of Eden, The Great Gatsby, To Kill a Mockingbird, which I love, but it was all just kind of a stock list of works. And none of them had been taught to me with the idea that this contains themes that are vitally important and that will inform your perspective on your own life and the world and the situations that you encounter.
I came to visit during my second grade year, and I was just completely in awe, and I just fell in love with the school from that moment.
It's always so hard to explain to other people how great this school is, because they're always like, "I've never heard of this school," and I'm like, well, you should have, because it's so amazing.
So I wanted to create an environment in which the kids are sincerely learning the things that they needed to learn, really being exposed to great literature, learning history, learning science in a meaningful and relevant way, and learning it in a way that made them walk outside and say, okay, the world makes a little more sense to me after what I just learned in science. And learning how to express themselves eloquently and clearly in writing. So this was my opportunity to provide to students everything that I wished I had accomplished in my 13 years of school.
William just happened to get shot with an arrow. So William was shot as a hunting accident, goes straight off to the castle and had himself crowned as King of England.
I usually use Mr. Lewis as the model of the sort of teacher that I'm looking for because he is extremely knowledgeable about history and philosophy. He is a dignified man who wears a suit to school every day, and he used to be a mascot on an Australian basketball team. And the combination of those characteristics just makes him the ideal sort of teacher for us. The teachers at this school are united by certain curriculum and pedagogical goals, treating the material that the kids are learning here as vitally important to their lives. So not following some sort of canned or predetermined curriculum that's just been passed down from generation to generation, but looking at what is in any given subject area the most important thing for those kids to know to live happy, fulfilled, thoughtful, productive lives.
They treated me as like we were friends, not as if they were higher than me. They treated me as if they would be there if I needed help, and they made me feel comfortable and excited to learn.
The emphasis on writing is one of the things that defines this school, and it's one of the main reasons that the classes are as small as they are. We have no more than 15 students per class through 5th grade and 16 students per class after that.
I would say it lets your child have a life. People are just like drowning in homework. They don't have a life to do whatever they want to do, and I had that opportunity.
We've had a no homework policy from the beginning. I think that's because I discovered in the process of homeschooling how to make the day efficient. Because I think that just as it's important for any adult to have a separation between work time and recreational time, it's important for students to have that separation too.
With there not being any requirements for arts or sports, you can choose what you want to do outside of school, and you don't have to do what is set up by the school for you.
I had someone visit a few years ago who watched the classes, and her comment to me afterwards was, wow, you guys go really slowly through a lot of the material. And I jokingly said after that that my motto for the school was going to be VanDamme Academy, we're slow.